So let's put on some non-copyrighted music, shall we? But not too loud. But how's that? Yeah. Just saw your video explaining everything. I'm glad Twitch has supported you. Hell yeah, they did. Blah! Zoom closer, please. Okay. No, that's not closer. How about that? You like that? Blah!
Through charity, I'm not gonna go through some streamer. I'm gonna donate on my own time after my own research because I don't know where the fuck that money's going.
Okay, then don't. Cool. Like, cool argument.
And that's what I just said.
I know, it's just like such a weird thing to bring up and act cool about.
I would say the majority of people that will say things like, oh, like, I don't like to donate to charities unless I really know about them. If you ask them what charities they know about, they say nothing. It's usually just an excuse to not donate to anything. If you don't want to donate anything, that's fine, just say it. But like, to pretend that like every single charity is a huge scam, like there's tons of easy like third-party auditors.
I don't want to donate to anything.
I need that money.
Yeah, that's fine. Then why not just say that? Don't make it some bullshit excuse.
I'm trying to pay my taxes.
But what I said was also true too.
But it doesn't matter. That's what the thing is. Like, you just don't care to donate. Like, just say that. Like, just don't. You don't have to lie to everybody here. What the fuck?
No, they're both valid points. Just because they're both synonymous.
Yeah, but if that other point was overturned, if I were to point you to like charitynavigator.org or like any other CharityWatch.org or whatever that like goes through charities, then you'd say like, oh well, I just don't feel like donating. So your first argument is bullshit. You just put it out there to bolster an argument that you.
I should really stop drinking the caffeine. I am so sorry, guys. I'm not sorry. It's not a tick. It was a tick. It's not a tick. Okay. Terrence is too powerful now. Yep.
That doesn't matter. There's a lot of people that are like kind of assaulted or kind of raped, and they end up like liking the person, so they didn't think it was a big deal.
I've literally been assaulted, and this is completely different. I've been assaulted multiple times, Destiny.
That's great, but not every assault is the same way. Wait, hold on, wait. Just because that doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care.
I'm very aware of sexual assault, and you're
clearly you're not. Maybe you didn't learn enough about it after your own experience. I don't know, but no, just because
so
you've been sexually assaulted.
My first kiss with a boy after we'd previously kissed before this teenage drama is sexual assault. What are you fucking
I'm not saying
12, Destiny?
I'm not saying. I'm gonna make somebody cry if we keep this up, Rush. Let's go. Keep going. I don't want to do this right now.
Really vulnerable position to be in. And it causes a kind of power imbalance, and it causes a certain level of nervousness for me. So I was like, holy shit, you mean one day I might be able to get with someone who's just as into me as I am into them? And that's really exciting and really cool, because when I was initially explaining how I felt about my partner, he was like, that's cool, and I like that I have you to myself, but I don't feel the same way. And you should never expect anyone to feel the same way about you, because that doesn't exist. That doesn't happen. And your standards would be too high. So I was told that, you know, my standards were too high, that I should never expect that from anyone else. But lots of guys have always been very excited at the prospect of having me all to themselves. So it's caused a kind of fetishizing of the way that my sexuality works in a really creepy way that I've not been too into. So it does have its issues to navigate.
For being so awkward around girls. Like, some guys are just, I'm sorry, but you're awkward around girls, and you, like, I just tell you, magic isn't gonna happen. Lower your standards, okay? I just have to tell you that, like, lower your standards.
Wow, there better be a seriously hot babe at the end of this. Women are rewards!
Maybe for your next occupation, you'd consider hostage negotiation? That's what I propose, because Jump King shows your talent for de-escalation.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That comment! I'm gonna blame you for that. Who was that? Carino! Get the fuck out!
You're playing the game wrong.
Brexit!
Wait, what? Wait, you can't get a night.
Listen,
we have debated
Greek, next time you want to talk shit, say it to my face, okay?
Pokey!
Hi, Raj.
I was just gonna say hello to you. I knew he was. I knew that's what he was referring to, and he completely ditched out. Yeah.
Now I get where the laugh comes from.
Have a good show, guys. Bye.
I'm sorry.
Bye, Bogey.
I
Thank
will-
you.
Oh, I'm gonna use these tomatoes also in the cooking, the ones I have left. Are you excited for tomorrow, Wicked? Are you gonna try hard? Cheese. That's so little salad. I buy one big box and eat it up in 3 days.
Who's the most attractive? Why are we talking about politics?
Yeah,
right.
Who's the most attractive?
Most attractive
person that you're
I
most
would say-
attracted to?
Well, at first, like I said, Hassan, but then like I love people who make me laugh, and so I'm like leaning more towards Greek now. Like the more I watch, you know, because he's just always so funny. Yeah, he's just I don't know, he's always so funny.
GGX gang. GGX gang.
I just really like a
Hassan?
laid back guy.
Yeah, I'm more laid back, I'm more chill. I don't really talk about politics. And you know what, like
Greek is lying, he's a sock dem. He's a social democrat.
Hassan, you're so salty. I just watched because it's delayed. I seen how salty your face was when she said my name, dude.
Hold on.
My little experience trying to get some romance out of my gas man, which ended horrendously. If you want to know how that went, you should totally check out the YouTube video, because that was a disaster. But what it did was it raised a lot of questions about my sexuality. But I have to say, I'm gonna have to mute alerts, guys. Oh, well, hey, wait a minute.
None of which is my type. None of them is Circa. Circa is my type though. But he's not like that, you know. He's just, you know, the thing with Circa is he's very natural, you know. Okay, Kappa Twitch, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying that those are hot guys, but then you think about the hot girls like ST Peach. No, is that how you say it? Yeah.
And you know, I don't need an expensive ring and stuff to prove love. I do believe in lifelong romance. I do believe that you can love someone for the rest of your life. But I don't necessarily think that you have to get married in order to achieve that. So marriage doesn't really interest me.
For now,
I didn't understand that people were sellouts, that people didn't have principles. Sure, I didn't understand that.
One at a
but
time.
Don't sit here and pretend. Yeah, fuck.
You don't have to defend your friends for being pieces of shit. You're only responsible.
A lot of people expect that. Sure,
you're only responsible to defend like your fucking family, or your married ones, or your kids, man. Anything past that, it is your responsibility to call your friends out where they're being pieces of shit.
Yeah, but not
anyone who
everybody feels
blindly
that way.
white knights their friends, you're a fucking bitch, dude. Like,
You're
that's-
not letting
that's
them
not how it
grow.
should be, man.
Yeah.
That's such a shitty way to be friends with people, to just keep agreeing and keep thinking everything's okay until everything's shit. No. I hate
You
that.
gotta help your friends grow. Call them the fuck out.
Yeah,
And
man.
sometimes that's in different ways, but
and you gotta
want
help
them to
yourself.
grow.
You gotta help yourself grow by being willing to stand up when you disagree with your friends.
Yeah, and you got to be a good enough friend to listen to a friend trying to call you out on your shit and not get super defensive and act like a little asshole.
Canute, do you
about
want
it.
to jump in there?
Well,
culture. And not the other way around, I don't know. He said, "Hi, Candy. Nice to meet you. Do you remember me?" And he kissed me on the cheek, and I didn't remember him. Du och Kim kyssa varandra när ni träffas, goals. Where I live, it's like a custom to kiss directly on the lips and then slap the ass as a greeting.
Sexual, but now I looked up demisexual, and that's more like it. Thank you for enlightening me. Yes, I went through exactly the same journey as you, dude. I actually, a big part of my story was swearing down to everyone I was asexual, but in part just because there were loads of thirsty boys. But anyway, I will elaborate on that a little bit later. So many virgins in chat, give us advice, Kappa. Well, here's the thing, like, as a disclaimer for what I'm about to say to you guys, I'm terrified.
Sure, yeah, I've never done that. I really need some water, okay?
Because the whole reason why I decided to do a video on demisexuality is because I'm a cunt. Because you're a cunt. Because we're all cunts. Because we're all cunts now. Because wow. Because classic wow. Because you fuck men. Again and again. Right. So the reason why I want to do this video, let me try that again, is because lots of people don't think you can be demisexual and understand what attractiveness is.
Something I haven't done that I would love to do is the.
Is what?
A gangbang.
TwitchCon 2019, 2020, baby.
Okay.
I'm open to it.
The
you're
Twitch
open.
bang.
Really? Okay. Well,
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
could
there's
get like Hassan and Destiny, like bring the political opponents back together. Tri-Hex. Like your pussy
Oh
is
my
the
God.
peace treaty.
Okay, all right.
Jesus Christ.
Wes, Jesus Christ, Wes.
Wait, tell me that wouldn't be the best video ever. Every single person in DGG right now would buy that.
Look, I mean,
This is my like chill playlist. I listen to this when I'm masturbating. Wait, when I'm trying to chill out. When I'm just staring into space and having a think.
So you
That's pressure, Destiny. You are a little bitch.
whoa, okay, well then.
I really like that, like, whoa, hold on, no, I just think it's funny. I just think it's really funny that all these guys, like,
towards my best friend.
no one is, oh my God.
Destiny here I actually have to say a fucking bad take, but it would be easier defending your point if the roles were reversed.
Well, no
100%.
shit. But the sad thing is, no. But the sad, and this is why it pisses me off so much when you guys, this is why it pisses me off when you guys like rail against like feminism shit so much. Like, people will sit here and like you like Canute, you're not saying fuck all, but then when you talk about things like, oh well, men have problems in society or men's rights, blah blah blah, this is one of those things. The idea that a guy could be pressured into a sexual situation he's not uncomfortable with, but because he's a guy, it's expected to always be okay with it. That is bullshit. The idea that it turned out okay makes it bullshit. The idea that you were just joking when I pressured him into it, I just said that as a joke. Rapey guys use that all the fucking time to get girls to do shit that they're not comfortable with. But it's okay when Jenna says it because she's like,
it's an interesting beverage. So my editor became addicted. He really likes soda. He's from America. He likes flavored drinks, and he had a sip and he's like, this is amazing, and just like tipped $1 million down him. So he was bouncing off the walls at times.